workshop for me. Come on. Where are you, Mamzut? Come on. Oh, yeah, here he is. He was bringing a boulder from the depth of the earth. And now a mason can actually construct. There we go. Come on, somebody build the wood burning workshop. And it's done. Nice. So at the wood furnace we can set up a task to have charcoal. I want 1, 2, 3, 4, 5 charcoal making tasks. Then I want to set up a stockpile for bars and blocks B. And I want a little stockpile in here, like this. And I want to set this up. I can go to the settings for the stockpile, and under bars and blocks, I only want charcoal. So I want to forbid metals, I want to forbid stone and clay, and blocks and other types of blocks, and I want to only have, yeah, these ones. By the way, I don't have any soap or ash or anything, so only the coal will be in here. We can even name this if we want. We can do like this and say not cola. We don't have cola, unfortunately. Not even Coke. Coal stock. And it is already making charcoal, which is good. And then in here at the smelter we want to set up tasks to... Why doesn't allow me to smelt something into bars? Because we don't have charcoal. That's why. The game knows that we don't have charcoal yet, and that happens. By the way, I would like to also have the ore up here already. However, ore comes in big chunks of rock, which are fairly heavy and difficult to transport unless we have wheelbarrows, which is something that we can make out of wood. So let's construct a couple of wheelbarrows, 1 and 2, out of wood. And let's wait. By the way, waiting like this is incredibly inefficient. You want to spend as much time as possible setting up all the orders and only unpausing, really, when there's nothing more you can set up. Do we have the wheelbarrows? Yes, he was pretty quick. So we can now also set up another stockpile for stone this time. Let's do this. And we want to go in settings. I don't want just any kind of stones. I want to forbid everything but metal ores. Oh, wait a second. And also wheelbarrows. Yes, let's set up to have 1 wheelbarrow in here. They've brought the wheelbarrow at the stockpile. When there is a wheelbarrow, dwarves will only put items at the store using the wheelbarrow. If we had no wheelbarrow, they would then all start try and move the chunks of ore by hand, which takes a lot of time. So it's always a good idea to have wheelbarrows before setting up stone or ore stockpiles. And as you can see, they are now doing a great job at bringing up both gold nuggets and tetrahedrite ore chunks. Now that we have both coal in here, if we can look, we have charcoal bars, we can go at the smelter, and what do you know? We have native gold ore. Let's smelt a couple. And then we want to also go downstairs and set up now a stockpile for, again, bars and blocks near the forge, but this time it's only gonna be metal bars. That's it. I'm sorry, sometimes I just hit all the buttons because I forget how to exit a specific menu. In here though, we have maybe a couple of doors to put in place, one in here and one in here, so that we have our dining area enclosed. Then, with the doors in place, we can now properly define these rooms. So I can get in here, select this table. When I have the table under the cursor, I can hit R to make a dining room, extend it to max size, and then hit H to set it up as our meeting hall. This is our meeting hall right now. I can also rename it, and I can say that this is the diorite hall. It's our meeting hall and dining room. It's not great. We can probably add some more tables to it. And here, do I also have the chairs? Probably. Yes. That will be our meeting hall for now. As soon as you have a meeting hall, dwarves will stop gathering around the wagon, and they will go downstairs to the meeting hall to socialize there. In time, they will also start like throwing parties, organize events and stuff like that. And then as soon as they start like really liking like throwing parties, you will have to disable the meeting hall because they stop working. But anyway, then this, as we planned, should be our manager's study. So selecting the chair, we hit R, extend to max size, and we have created this throne room or study. We assign the chair now, and we assign the chair to whom? To the expedition leader, I think. Right? The expedition leader, which by the way only does wood cutting and farming and a little bit more stuff like brewing and cooking, not absolutely needed right now. We still have some alcohol and food in stock, right? Maybe. Yeah, let's assign it to him. I mean, he is the expedition leader, Kubuk. So this is now his study. We can also rename this. Why not? Let's call it the numbers room. Let's rename also the dormitory. The hall of snoozing. That's proper dwarven naming right there. Alright, let's unpause. Okay, he has a study, the expedition leader. It doesn't mean he will count items in our stockpile. To have him do that, we have to access the nobles screen, which is this one, and set him up not only as expedition leader, he's already the expedition leader, we have to set him up as the bookkeeper, which is vacant right now. We choose Mabsut as the bookkeeper. He has no relevant skill for now, but nobody else does, so he's the best candidate. Selected. As it says here, he now requires a meager office. Doesn't he have a meager office already? Wait a second, Mabsut? No, Kubuk. I wanted Kubuk, not Mabsut, that's why. Replace. Kubuk, yes. Okay. I wanna set him up also as our broker. Good. The broker is the one that goes and does the trading when the caravans arrive. I will also have him be the manager. The manager is another thing entirely anyway. When you have a manager that can sit down at a chair and do clerical work, you can start using up the manager interface, which is not this one, that's the military, it's this one. This is jobs and then manager. This is the manager interface. The manager interface lets you set up item construction orders from a unified interface without having to choose a specific workshop. For example, from here I can create a new order, and you have to use the search function for this because there's too much stuff. I want to order the dwarves to create alcohol, for example, which means I think it's process plants, not process, brew drink from plant in quantity of, we are having fields of 6. Let's do 3 at a time. Now this here, like this, is just an order, which is like coming from the top management saying, guys, I want you to brew 3 barrels of whatever drinks come up from plant material, which for now involves all types of vegetables. We could also set up restrictions on exactly what we want, but we're not gonna do it now. Then from here we can also set up conditions. Yes, we can set this up to be a repeating task. So for now it's a one-time order. I don't want it as a one-time order, I want frequency. So restarts if completed checked daily. Now Dwarven days fly by pretty fast. We probably want to do monthly. Restarts if completed, but checked monthly. Where checked means it will only start if certain conditions are met, and we want to add this condition now. Add a condition. We want the amount of items available to be less than something. Now we have to define what the item is, and we want the items being barrels of alcohol. How do we do that? Okay, I think I've remembered now. I've remembered that drinks is enough, because for the dwarves, actually, a drink is a alcoholic drink. Everything else is not a drink. I mean, water is a substance, yes. You can avoid to die of thirst with water, but we don't call that a drink, okay? So it's the thing is, if though you want to set up something like this for empty barrels, there's a trick to it that is not immediate, but drinks is actually simple, because drink is synonym of alcohol for a dwarf. So amount of drinks available is not at least, we have to change this to less than. Change inequality, at most is less than, and then change the number. So if it is less than 75, wanna do 75? Let's do for now 50, because 50 it was more or less the number we had, right? And that's all. Restart if completed, monthly if amount of drinks is less than 50. Cool. Ask done. This means that we don't have to manually go and tell the dwarves to brew drinks every time. They will do them on their own. They will produce 3 more barrels of drinks every month, while the amount of drinks available is less than 50, which is pretty cool. And it's work then that our manager, Kubuk, will do on its own. And it is now summer, and we have autosave going on, which can take a bit. And would you look at them, having a nice meal in our brand new meeting hall, the Diorite Hall, and we have Mabzut, the mason, with no job, slacking off, Mistem, just as well, Eteb, wasting time, and it, eating. Nice. Let's zoom out again. All right. What else? We have the manager. We have the bookkeeper. Did the bookkeeper count up everything? Not yet. Not yet. It will take him some time. Do we want to set up the kitchen? Probably not yet. Let's go back to the sort. Oh, look. Most of the fields have been planted. And by the way, because we breached into the caverns, we released a lot of mushroom spores that are usually kept in the caverns. And so all our fertile underground spots are now growing fungus of their own. And this here is sweet pods that have just grown on their own, and we can collect this. The cool thing, I can select this spot for plant gathering, and we will have some free food. Do I want to order more trees to be chopped. I probably want. Chop down more trees. This should all be willows, by the way. In here, and also in here. Why do I want more trees or more wood? Because I want to build a larger palisade around the entrance to my fort. Are we consuming the charcoal? We have consumed some charcoal. It must mean that we have metal bars available. And look at that, we do. We do have gold bars, and quite a few. There was a change. Not that recent, not in the latest, but in one of the latest releases where boulders and stones and chunks of rock produced by mining can have like different sizes, and depending on the size, like nuggets can now produce between 1 and 3 bars. So yeah, those few smelting tusks produced all these metal bars. We probably want more charcoal. Do we want to use the manager more? Not yet, probably. We don't want to set up like repeating gold tasks, or I should say gold crafting tasks. It would be nice to make gold goblets, because our dwarves right now are probably drinking directly from the barrels themselves. It would be nice to have gold goblets. Let's make gold goblets. I don't want weapons, armor, furniture, siege equipment, trap components, other objects made of gold. Goblet. 1? Do they only make 1 with 1 bar? I don't remember. It could be as many as 3. Let's make 2 for now. Let's see what happens. There he is. Forge gold goblet. Do it. He's probably gone to get charcoal. Yes, there is gold bars and charcoal at the forge right now. He's working. He's forging. How many goblets? He hasn't finished yet. 3. Yes. 3 gold goblets per gold bar. So we will have 6 golden goblets at the end. So we can probably set up more crafts to be made. Do we want to continue making gold goblets? Or something else? Other object. Gold. We can make toys. Very expensive toys. Crafts in general usually means any of these objects here, like amulets, bracelet, earrings, crowns, figurines, rings, and scepters. So crafts just means whatever you want, or whatever the crafter feels like making. So I would say let's make 3 batches of gold crafts, but we want also to order more charcoal. Actually, let's use the manager for that. Let's go to jobs, manager, and I want to give an order for make charcoal. I want you to make 5 charcoal at one time. Charcoal. I want to set the conditions. I want frequency to be monthly. I want the item conditions to be amount of item. Amount of item must be charcoal. It's probably coal. Refined coal. Yeah, it's refined coal. It's confusing that it's called coal and not charcoal, by the way. I want the number to be less than 10. And the inequality to be less than. Yes. Okay. This should automatically order the production of more charcoal. Which, by the way, probably by now is not... Yeah, it is already. The manager is already working on it. The fact that there's this O in here means that the manager set this up, like immediately, which is very cool. We are not chopping trees yet. Our miners have no job. Do we want to set up more mining? We probably do, don't we? Where? We probably want to start carving out a residential area. I was thinking, let's branch off of this corridor, for example, and have smaller corridors and have the rooms carved in this stone, because it is also rich in gold and gems. Let's have, for now, let's see, I'm thinking how large I want these rooms to be. I probably want fairly large rooms for our 7 founders. Let's have 3x3 rooms. How about that? Let's leave some space in here. How about this? These are 3 rooms. These are more. And let's expand our expedition leader bedroom in here. And I probably don't need this yet, but I want to expand the corridor just to see if I find more gold or stuff like that. Now I have this stockpile, which is good. I want to probably devote this level to workshops. I probably want to extend corridors like this. Not this. And have workshops around here, which will probably result in a space that is somewhat like this, with every workshop being separated by a small wall. Of course, this will be replicated in here. Not that we need all of this like right now. In fact, let's cut this up for now. And just for the sake of completeness, let's have these. Then I might want to have stockpiles in the corners. I might want to use the keys for this now and do this. These could be stockpiles for materials that we want really close at hand. we can't have a full one in here because there's water on the other side. Right, and this can be accessed like this. Oops, I want symmetry. And we could also go a little bit deeper underground, because you gotta go deeper, right? Gotta go much deeper, yeah. Come with me. And in the level below, we will probably have more stockpiles. Are we? Yeah, that seems like a plan. So we will, let's say that we will have corridors like this. And then big stockpiles. And we want these stockpiles accessed like so. Then why do we need these big corridors? I don't know. Let's remove them for now. And of course I could just do this, but if it's not accessible, nobody will dig there anyway. Kind of cool. Now, we probably want to prioritize this. The normal priority for anything is 4 on a scale that goes from 1 to 7. With lower numbers, now that I've changed it, you can see that everything is 4. We probably want all of this to be like priority. Not all of this. We want some of this to be priority 3, and we want to start from here. Oops, I have to also say designate. Now, everything that says 3 will be dug before anything that says 4. I will also probably want this carved out. And down here, this can be. Let's do this last. Okay, so these big spaces will be dug last, and if we go up again, we can have also some of these to be dug like 3 or 2 maybe? Let's do 3. Like so. Actually, let's do all the houses. This is not houses, these are rooms. And maybe even earlier than that, the expedition skills.